So for our first ribbon, I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it to the back of the bag. That's what I'll call it, the back of the bag. And I use quite a bit of glue, but I'm also going to put glue on the other side of the ribbon because I'm going to fold this over to close the top of the bag. It's going to give it a good push, and then of course I'm going to use my bone folder because why wouldn't I? And then a little more glue just to get this to stay. I really need a bone folder noise for when I use my bone folder. And then I'm just going to curl my ribbon. With this ribbon, just use the outside of your scissors. People sometimes use the inside. You don't need to do that. It's more dangerous and unnecessary. So I was just kind of playing with this. I was like, what am I going to do? So I flipped it over and then I realized, oh, I want it to stay in the front. So I'm just pushing on the ribbon so it'll crease and kind of come up at an angle. And this will just stay in the front. This ribbon, when you crease it, curl it, it stays extremely well. And I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. For our next ribbon, I'm going to fold the top over again, but I'm going to do it a little wider because I have this bigger hole punch that I'm going to use. So, of course, bone folder, give it a good crease. And I have this 5/8 inch hole punch, and I have this really wide ribbon. And so I punch that, and I have this happily ever after ribbon, super cute. And so I'm just going to weave it kind of in and out of this hole. I played with this for a while, I undid it, and then I redid it again. And I really like how it helped the bag stay. I didn't have to use any adhesive. I wanted it to have more curl, so I gave it a little more curl. And I just played with it until I liked it. And I liked it being, both curls being over the front and having it also tie in the middle. And I thought it came out super cute and super classy. For our next ribbon, I'm going to use a smaller width of ribbon because this bag was pretty tiny. So I have a really tiny hole punch. I think it's like 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/16, I'm not sure. And so I punched the hole through both sides, and I took a piece of this Cream City ribbon and I split it into smaller pieces. And I'm curling it ahead of time because I just think it'd be a lot easier to do that. So I'm going to give it a good curl. And then I'm going to pull the ribbon through the holes. Kind of halfway. I mean, I'm ballparking it, I don't care that much. And then I'm going to tie it. And I want it pretty tight just so it's closed really good. Again, I don't have to use any type of adhesive or tape. And this ribbon stays pretty well, so I don't feel the need to tie it in a double knot. You can if you want. You could use 2 different colors of ribbon, however you want to do it. You could put a 3rd hole in the middle. This is just kind of what I thought of as I was going, so try it out, give it a whirl. And again, I just played with the ribbon at the top and made a little cute nest, and simple and adorable. Next up, we have this cute little Hanukkah bag. So of course I had to use blue and gold ribbon, and I'm gonna split the ribbon, and I'm gonna take my glue and I'm gonna put some on each side, like 1/2 inch, and then I'm gonna glue this in that fold. I'm gonna take a blue piece and put it behind there, and then on the opposite side I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna put the blue in the front, and then I'm gonna put the gold in the back. Just came to me while I was doing it. Thought it'd be fun to just mix it up a little bit. Put that in, give it a push, and then for some reason I was like, hey, let's punch a hole in the middle. Just totally made it up on the fly as I went. And I'm going to split my ribbon again because I want to put it through the hole. And so I have my ribbon split, and I'm going to curl it. I'm going to hold pretty tight where I glued it in, just so I don't rip it out. Even if it's dry, it'd probably come out because I'm just putting a lot of pressure on it. So I'm going to curl each side. And once they're all curled, I'm going to take a piece of the gold ribbon and I'm going to pull it through the hole. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side with the blue piece of ribbon. Just for balance, so it looks good. And I'm just pulling it through till I like it. Again, I'm making this up as I go. So I thought it came out super cute, and then I realized it looks like the curls that Jewish men wear, which was totally unintentional. For our final one, and my absolute favorite, I'm going to make a bag with these handles with this, again, Cream City ribbon. I have a wider ribbon, and because this ribbon is pretty stiff, it makes a perfect handle. So I've already cut 2 strips of paper that are the width of the bag, and they're like, I don't know, 3/4, half an inch. And I'm going to glue the ribbon. I'm going to put glue on one side, on each end, and I'm going to glue it to the pattern side of the paper, because when I glue it in the bag, I want it to kind of disappear. So it's going to be just the white of the inside of the bag. And when I do the second one, I'm going to line up the piece of paper with the other one I've already done, because I want them to be even when they're attached to the bag, so they're not like way off kilter and look super funky and it's hard to pick up. So now we're going to glue our handles to the bag, and I'm using a good amount of glue. Again, permanent glue stick is your friend. So I'm going to center it. I made it a little shorter than the width just so it would fit, and it looks amazing. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. We're going to do lots of glue, and then we're going to center it up, because again, it's not quite the width, and I think it looks absolutely perfect. This ribbon is so cute, really sturdy. Let it dry, and she looks amazeballs. Love it.